We think we know knights, shining armor, charging into battle, maybe rescuing a damsel along the way, but what happens when those knights are more than just warriors? That's the story of the Knights Templar, a group so powerful, so influential, and ultimately so feared, that their story echoes through history right into the present day. Formed in the early 12th century, during the bloody chaos of the First Crusade, the Knights Templar were unlike any military order the world had ever seen. Here are the most astonishing facts about Christianity's holy warriors, the Knights Templar. Imagine the medieval world, a time of brutal violence where power comes from the edge of a sword. Knights, often little more than glorified thugs, roamed the landscape, their loyalty bought and paid for. Then, into this world, stepped the Templars. These men were different. They were warriors, yes, but they were bound by vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience. This wasn't just about land or loot, it was about serving God with every fiber of their being. They became the most elite fighting force in Christendom, feared by their enemies and revered by their allies. You can't be one of history's most effective fighting forces without incredible discipline, and for the Templars, that discipline was forged in their faith. These warrior monks lived by a strict code dictating every aspect of their lives, from the food they ate to the clothes they wore. Simple meals, often in silence, focused on prayer and reflection. Their wardrobe was austere, a white tunic with a red cross symbolizing their willingness to shed blood for their faith. This strict lifestyle set them apart from their contemporaries. They were the Spartan monks of their age, feared for their discipline and fighting prowess. Imagine being on a battlefield in the scorching heat of the Holy Land. The enemy is bearing down on you, a tidal wave of steel and fury. Most would break and run, but not the Templars. Retreat was forbidden, surrender unthinkable. Their code demanded unwavering courage, an absolute commitment to the fight, no matter the odds. Time and time again they faced down overwhelming numbers, fighting with a ferocity that bordered on the fanatical. Stories of their bravery, both real and embellished, spread like wildfire through Christendom. They were the embodiment of unwavering faith, the unrelenting force of God's will on the battlefield. The Templars weren't just mindless fanatics throwing themselves into the fray. Behind the disciplined exterior, behind the unwavering faith, were shrewd minds, strategists who understood the art of war as well as any general. They knew when to strike and when to hold back, when to negotiate and when to unleash the full fury of their military might. This strategic acumen, combined with their unwavering faith and discipline, made them invaluable allies to the Crusader kings and princes. They were the thinking man's warrior, a potent blend of faith, discipline, and strategic brilliance. Remember those vows of poverty the Templars took? Well, it turns out that being incredibly disciplined, fiercely loyal, and strategically brilliant is a great way to amass a fortune. The Templars, despite their vows, became incredibly wealthy. Donations poured in from grateful pilgrims and nobles, impressed by their piety and military prowess. They were granted vast estates across Europe and the Holy Land, their coffers swelling with the profits from agriculture, trade, and taxes. The Templars, once a small band of impoverished knights, had become a financial powerhouse, their reach extending from the battlefields of the Levant to the royal courts of Europe. Imagine you're a pilgrim heading to the Holy Land. It's a dangerous journey, and carrying large sums of money is risky. Enter the Templars with their revolutionary letter of credit system, deposit money in Europe, receive a coded document, present it in the Holy Land to access your funds. This system was the bedrock of international finance. The Templars became the world's first multinational bankers. What if the Templars, while battling in the Holy Land, learned more than just how to fight their enemies? What if they absorbed knowledge, ideas, philosophies from the very cultures they clashed with? The Templars, through their interactions with Islamic scholars and institutions, were exposed to advancements in mathematics, astronomy, and architecture. Some historians believe that the Templars, impressed by these advancements, brought these ideas back to Europe, influencing the development of Western legal systems, universities, and even contributing to the burgeoning Renaissance. They were a bridge between East and West, a conduit for ideas that would shape the course of Western civilization. By the early 14th century, the Templars, once the darlings of Christendom, had become a target. Their power, their wealth, their very existence rankled those who envied their influence, none more so than King Philip IV of France. In a shocking move, on Friday, October 13, 1307, Philip ordered the arrest of every Templar in France. The knights, taken completely by surprise, were imprisoned and subjected to horrific torture, forced to confess to crimes they did not commit. With confessions extracted through torture, the Templar trials began. The charges were absurd, ranging from spitting on the cross to obscene rituals. Fueled by Philip's ambition, the trials became a spectacle. Under duress, some Templars confessed, their words twisted by tormentors. Others, clinging to their faith, refused to break, enduring suffering. In 1312, under pressure from Philip, Pope Clement disbanded the order. The once mighty Knights Templar were no more, their legacy tarnished. The Templars may be gone, but their story, shrouded in mystery and intrigue, continues to fascinate. Their symbol, the iconic red cross on a white background, remains a potent image, emblazoned on everything from books and movies to tattoos and t-shirts. Their story, a tale of faith, courage, betrayal and mystery, has inspired countless books, movies and conspiracy theories. Whether you believe the myths or stick to the historical facts, one thing is certain. The Knights Templar, the warrior monks who defied categorization, continue to capture our imaginations centuries after their demise. From their humble beginnings as protectors of pilgrims to their rise as a financial and military powerhouse, the Knights Templar left an indelible mark on history. Their story is a complex tapestry of faith, violence, ambition and betrayal, a stark reminder of the enduring power of belief and the ever-present potential for corruption. The mystique of the Knights Templar continues to captivate us, proving that their legacy is as enduring as it is fascinating. Whether we admire their piety, marvel at their military prowess, or ponder the mysteries surrounding their downfall, the Knights Templar continue to challenge our understanding of history and the forces that shape our world.